Hey, Doug, I'm on Fossil Day. Going to present an expanded deck, but just enjoying expanded lately. It's a little more wide open. You don't know what you're going to be playing against, which has just been a little more fun for me. So, expanded deck, it's a metal deck, playing one of my favorite older Pokemon, Lucario Melmetal-GX, otherwise known as Lucmetal. It's 260 HP. It gives up 3 prizes when knocked out, and back in the day, 260 HP wasn't bad for 3 prizes. Right now, of course, 260 HP for 3 prizes is bad, but it's still a walling style. It's a walling deck because it's got this attack here, Full Metal Wall GX, so walls right in the attack there for 1 colorless energy. The deck only plays metal type energies, but then for the rest of the game, your metal Pokemon take 30 less damage from your opponent's attacks, so that's very nice there. And then you also has a second aspect, because these GX attacks also had 1 attack for the base amount of energy. Then if you have extra energy, so in this case at least 1 extra energy attached to this Pokemon, then you discard all energies from your opponent's active Pokemon, and that's very nice there, right? So you'll kind of have to decide, would you want to get that walling damage reduction up right away, or do you want to wait to get out a bunch of energy at a key moment later in the game? So that's usually you want to get the walling up early, though. I'll tell you that. So I will attack often with this deck with just the 1 energy attached, but it's a nice little option there in the deck. And then it's got 2 attacks, which we'll both make use of at times in the games. Steel Fist for 2 energies does 50, which isn't great. Of course, on a 3-prize Pokemon, you got 2 energies only doing 50. But then you search your deck for metal energy attaches to this Pokemon, shuffle your deck after, not bad. And then for 4 energies, it does 150, not bad. Those attacks aren't great, but the other Pokemon really are the attackers. Playing Zacian V in the deck, 2 things you want to go first with this deck. I guess there should be certain matchup you might want to go second, but we're jumping into live. We don't know what we're up against, so we just want to go first every time we get the choice. Because Zacian V's got the ability Intrepid Sword. Once during your turn, you can look at the top 3 cards of your deck, attach any number of metal energies that you find there to this Pokemon. You don't have to attach any, or if you have multiples, you can attach 1 or 2, however many are there, and the rest go into your hand. So it's just a nice way to draw set up for the following turns. And then it has a solid attack here for Brave Blade, 3 energies, does 230. It can't attack the next turn, so we need some extra. So we have a little extra switching in the deck for that. And also playing an EX. So this deck actually plays a GX, a V, and an EX. That wasn't really the intent behind the deck, but when I realized that, that's just a fun little fact there. It's nice to have. So Archaludon EX is a nice Pokemon, 3 metal energies. It does 220, and of course it doesn't have any weakness the next turn, so that's good because metal fire decks are a real thing, and expanded, right? Because Welder's a very nice supporter, and fire decks are tough. So we have a couple of ways to honestly deal with that, but that's a nice aspect of the attack there, and doing 220, the same as Zacian V, but we can do it every turn, and of course the HP is the highest of any of the Pokemon in the deck, so 300. So this is really what we want to get going. So 4 copies of the base Duraludon, 3 copies of Archaludon EX, and that's the main attack. I want to attack with Lucmetal, reduce the damage, and go with Archaludon EX if we can. Playing an older Duraludon in the deck that it evolves from, because the first attack really does 30 damage for 1 energy, and then you can attach a metal energy if you just put out to 1 of your Pokemon. So besides the 30 damage, it gets a little energy acceleration, and that is an upgrade, I think, from the Duraludon that we have in standard format now. All right, I'll jump to the energies because that's what I do before the trainers, because the trainers are obviously more involved, more complex, and probably more important, we'd say. Playing 12 energies in total, that's kind of my default number of energies. I still might want to, as I play the deck more, might want to adjust it, but playing 11 basic metal energy because it is a metal deck, and then 1 copy of Coating Metal Energy, provides metal energy and also removes weakness from the Pokemon that's attached. So that helps with those fire decks, but honestly, that's not really why it's here. But I wanted a special energy in the deck, and I think this is the best special energy for the deck, because one of my supporters looks for a special energy, and actually not a regular basic energy. So I want a special energy really for that. So we'll get into that. So I'm playing the tag team package. The Lucmetal is a tag team Pokemon, and then there's the item Tag Call, which is really great. You search your deck for any 2 tag team cards, put them into your hand. That's great there. So it gets us our Lucmetals, so it reduces our Pokemon search. We don't play a lot of Pokemon search in the deck, but I'm finding that I have enough there. Maybe I need to do need another Pokemon search as the game goes on. We'll see. But then there also are several tag team supporters, which the tag call can get as well. And they're good supporters. They might not be great supporters, but they're good to very good supporters. And we can search out the supporter, the right supporter on the turn with tag call. So let me hit those. And with the tag teams, they all have two options to it. One is so Cynthia and Caitlin. You put a supporter from your disc pile into your hand. That is, it can't be another Cynthia and Caitlin. Or a card that you discarded with the effect of this card, which we'll get to shortly. But obviously getting back something like Guzma or some other supporter back is nice there. Of course, you can't play it that turn, but then what it also allows you to do is when you play this card, you may discard another card from hand. If you do, you draw 3 cards. So you can discard a card as well. You get a support for the disc pile hand, and you draw 3 cards, and that's just a nice little option there. So like that, 2 copies of that. Then play 2 copies of Guzma and Hala, which again is really nice in this deck. You search your deck for a stadium card, put it in your hand. Stadiums are important in this deck, so we'll get to that shortly. And then also you have the option at this time to discard 2 cards from hand, and if we do, we search our deck for a Pokemon tool and a special energy card. So we'll get to those special energies as well. But then, the energy it searches for is a special energy. And I didn't place the special, whatever the special metal energy is originally, because I don't think the deck needs it, but at times I wanted to search for the energy with Guzma Hala, so I put a special energy in for that reason. And then 3 copies of Mallow and Lana. This is the tag team supporters that I'm playing this deck. 3 copies of this because this is really the most important, because this is a tanking wall style deck. You switch your active Pokemon to your bench. Again, we play Zacian V, has to reset if we end up attacking with that. And a lot of games we will, because we want to get it into play early, usually helps set up. And eventually, we probably do find that we need to attack with at some point, but also, or with whatever we're attacking with. But the other thing is, when we play this card, we can discard 2 other cards from hand. Again, that's just the tag team concept there. And if we do, we heal 120 damage from the Pokemon that moved to your bench. So that is really, really nice there. So again, just makes things much, much tankier. So, just kind of running through the other trainers here in order. 2 copies of Ultra Ball, maybe another 3rd copy. Maybe a Nest Ball, I don't know. This is my only Pokemon search besides Tag Call. Obviously, I have the stage 1s to search for, so that's why I want Ultra Ball, and it also could play, but it also, discarding's good, sorry, because I am with the Archaludon's ability, it accelerates energies from the discard pile, so getting energies in the discard pile is good as well. And I'm also playing Metal Saucer, so I'll jump to that. 4 copies of Metal Saucer, super awesome item. You attach a metal energy from the discard pile to one of your bench metal Pokemon, so that's really good as well. Okay, 2 copies of Lillie's Pokédoll. I really like this card. It's an item card, but you play it as if it's a basic Pokemon. So if you play it onto your bench as a Pokemon, and if it which is good, if it's a 30 HP Pokemon, if it's knocked out, your opponent does not take any prizes if it's knocked out, so that's good. So again, walling, sometimes we stall and kind of want to hide behind it, and that's good there. If they don't have boss, they just have to knock out the Pokédoll. It also helps with switching because Lillie's Pokédoll cannot retreat, but if it's in the active spot, we can discard all attached cards, which are usually none, and then put it on the bottom of our deck. So it's another switching card. If we had to, say, wanted to attack with Zacian V back-to-back turns, if we could switch the Zacian V to the bench, send up a Lillie's Pokédoll, and then we can just shuffle the Lillie's Pokéball into the deck, promote the Zacian V. So nice there. Playing 3 copies of Guzma. Again, with switching, it's boss, but it's also a switch. So a deck like this, I think Guzma is better than boss. So 3 copies of Guzma. 3 copies of Switch. Maybe I could drop a switch, right? I'm finding I'm getting a lot of switching as I need it. So stadiums are important for the tankiness of this deck. So 3 copies of Crystal Cave. Once during your turn, you can heal 30 damage for each of your metal and dragon Pokemon. So really good there. I play 3 copies that originally 4, but I dropped to 3 and I put in 1 copy of Full Metal Lab because sometimes Full Metal Lab's better, but usually I think Crystal Cave is Full Metal Lab. Your metal Pokemon take 30 less damage from opponent's attack. So 2 benefits. First off, if it's a dragon deck, Full Metal Lab still helps me, but not my opponent compared to Crystal Cave. And also, by reducing by 30, it stops being one-shot potentially, right? So the healing of Crystal Cave is good as long as you're not knocked out, but if that 30 damage pushes you over being knocked out, then Full Metal Lab is useful. So I put a copy of Full Metal Lab, but Crystal Cave is what I'm leaning into, and I'm not sure about the mix still. Got to see as I play the deck more. Then 4 copies of Metal Frying Pan. Your metal Pokemon take 30 less damage, which is good, and they have no weakness. The other tool which could go in the deck, and I had played it earlier, I kind of swapped out to Metal Frying Pan completely, is Metal Saucer. No, not Metal Saucer, but Metal Goggles. Sorry, yeah. Which is another tool card there. Your metal Pokemon take 30 less damage, the same as Metal Frying Pan, but then the secondary effect is your opponent can't attacks and abilities can't put damage counters on it, and that can be important for some decks, so perhaps I want a mix of Metal Goggles as well. Right now it's just Metal Frying Pan. I got to think about it down the road. I might want to tweak that a little bit. And then 4 copies of Marnie. It's just really good. Each player shuffles a hand, puts it at the bottom of their deck. You draw 4, your opponent draws 5, so it's a way to get some cards and disrupt your opponent. So that's the deck. You know, in some ways, a traditional Lucmetal deck with some updating for the Archaludon EX. I do think it makes the deck better than it would be without the Archaludon. So I'm liking it. So let's go jump into some gameplay. All right, so see what happens here. Calling heads, which I always do, doesn't matter at all. Call whatever you feel like. Lost the coin to us. I would have gone first if I got the choice. Like I said that in the introduction, I do believe. So see what happens here. And, you know, Expanded is really a wide open format. Different skill levels, different quality of decks, and just a lot of variety of decks that can be played because Expanded has a lot more cards. So I have no idea what's going to happen here. Taking a mulligan because Lillie's Pokédoll cannot be played to start the game. So, because it's not a basic Pokemon. All right, so taking 1 mulligan, I will put Lucmetal in the active. Okay, I don't know if I'm first or second, honestly. Maybe I should have looked because it could matter for benching the Zacian V, but it probably doesn't. So, okay, up against Eternatus. Oh, with Wheezing. So, okay. So Eternatus fills, maximizes the bench. It's all going to be all Darkness Pokemon. Wheezing shuts off my abilities, so I can use Zacian V this turn. I don't think it's going to mess with my. Let's think here. The energy. Do I want to attack this turn? That's what I'm thinking about here. So let's think here. So I probably want a couple supporters. Grab a stadium, that'd be good. I think this turn is special energy and all that's good stuff. And then I'll grab the Mallow Lana for healing. And yeah, do I want to attack? Do I want to use Zacian V this turn? That's part of my question here. Oh wait, what? I do want to discard, right? So let me. Yes, I want to discard 2. Do I want to discard 2 metals? I didn't really fully think that through, did I? No, this is okay. This is all right. So I want my stadium to heal. I don't know if they might play stadiums as well. My tool, my special energy. I'll attach the special energy to the active. I'll have to think here whether I want to attack this turn or not, right? That's my question. Eternatus struggles to get energies in play. I will say that. So I'll toss down Pokédoll because I don't think Wheezing affects that. And I'm going to use... I'll use the Metal Saucer, get the Zacian V set up. An Archaludon in play would have been nice. I would have attached to that instead. And I'm going to... Okay. And I get a second energy here. I like that. Okay. Now, the problem is, by attaching the energy, I don't have an energy in hand to attach to Lucmetal, so maybe I made the wrong play. Oh, and they're playing Brute Bonnet as well. Okay, interesting there. So what are they going to... They're going to hit into the Zacian V. I'm guessing... Oh, they can take out the Pokédoll. That's awesome. I'm pretty sure the Pokédoll doesn't... I can't retreat, but I think if they get the Wheezing evolved... Now the problem is I really need okay, so I can go and attack, but maybe I don't. Maybe I'm going to use Zacian V. Okay, I was going to play down the Duraludon because he's still my best attacker, and was going to use Zacian V's ability because I couldn't knock off the energy. But anyway, got the win there. My opponent wasn't liking how their game was going. I was going a little slow and awkward myself, but got the W. All right, I will choose heads as always, and we'll see how this game goes. I got not the greatest. I mean, I won the last game, but it was okay. So I will go first. Hopefully, I have I don't take a mulligan. This deck takes, you know, it definitely will take mulligans. It doesn't have a ton of Pokemon in general. Okay, starting Duraludon. That's not great, but I have Tag Call. I have Ultra Ball, so that's not bad at all. Okay, I can get my Lucmetal down. I can get a Zacian V in play. So this is pretty good. I think. We'll see what I'm up against too. Might be the same opponents last time. There's not a lot of players on Expanded. That's one downside to Expanded. I know I was up against a Eternatus deck last time, so this is a Darkness Sleeves. No, it's not the same opponent. So because I know that because they will. All right, so I will play Tag Call. I want Lucmetal. And I think I wanted the search card. I have, I need switching though, don't I? So maybe I will, actually I can grab 2 support. No, I want Lucmetal, right? I definitely want Lucmetal, so let me get rid of, keep the switching support. I don't, it's not ideal, but I think that's important. Need to discard. Do have Guzma as well. What do I want to discard? I want to get a Zacian V in play. I'm not thrilled about getting rid of the Guzma, but I figure I might need. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. So I'm going to attach the energy to Lucmetal and Intrepid Sword to end turn. And that's okay. I could have played the stadium. Maybe I should have. I don't know. They may play something to bump the stadium, so I just want to save it. Obviously, if they Iono me or something or Marnie me, then I'll be sad I didn't play it. So Pheasantipity, okay, it's a quality Pokemon. But it's setting up, so I don't know if they have, and that's a counter Pokemon, so they need whatever they're going to attack with. I guess it could be a control style deck as well. But they need something else in hand or access to it. Ultra Ball, let's see what they discard. That'll tell me a lot too. So Fire deck, so okay. Charizard, so Charizard, Pidgey. So this might be a standard deck, right? Which is a little weird, but it happens here. Okay, so do I have energies in the, let's see, so I need to switch because I want to start the walling. And I'll send up Lucmetal there. I'll bench my stadium. I'm going to hold off on the Archaludon because I would like another energy in play. I'll start walling here. Things could go badly this turn, though. I think things could go very badly because they could just blow up my Lucmetal, and I'm in a lot of trouble. So maybe I should have just left the Pokédoll up there. Maybe I should have sent up the Pokédoll and just used Zacian V's ability, and I should have a Intrepid Sword. Now that I'm thinking that was the right play, and they have Arvin, so I'm behind in this game, and yeah, not liking my spot at all. I should have sent up the Pokédoll and used Zacian V ability, Intrepid Sword. So we'll see what they do though. What did they grab with not fully paying attention? What did they get with Arvin? Okay, they're still setting up, so maybe they're not really going to do much this turn, and that's okay with me. And I can see what they get there. Okay, so they're gonna, now if they have rare candy in hand, they're really in business, so we will see what happens here. Things could go very badly very quickly, but no. Okay, so they're just setting up, and I don't know if the other card is in hand, so An energy? Okay. So, and they're gonna, and that's it. Okay. Oh, that's right. They have free retreat. They got rid of my stadium. Okay. I can't attack into them. I can. Do I want to just gust stall? I don't. I mean, I'm in a terrible spot, right? So I will. You know what? I will do this. Yes, I'm going to discard because I need these other cards. So I don't need Metal Saucer. I mean, Metal Saucer would have been good, but it's okay. I need this. I need this. I need this. Okay, I'm glad I have this other special energy. I will play my Full Metal Lab. No, I don't want to play Full Metal Lab because they're going to bump my stadium again, right? So, do I want to attach the energy here? That's a good question. I'm going to attach the energy here and not attack. It's a bit of a weird move, but I think since I don't knock them out with this attack, and I'm just gonna, and I'm not gonna attach the energy, I can just say done because I want to, I think attach it. I want to be able to attach with Archaludon because Archaludon, besides the tool protecting, also his effective attack protects me from. Although actually they're fire attackers, but I'm being stupid here, right? The Charizard EX is darkness. Well, they could have a fire one, so I'm glad I didn't play my stadium. So I'm gonna Guzma. Do I want to Guzma somebody? Just to be disruptive, maybe. I want to discard something here because I want to draw some cards. I'll get rid of a Duraludon. I think that's okay. Oh, that's right. So what do I want to grab? Guzma. I think the switching healing could be good. Mallow Lana. I really did it for the other cards there. I'm just going to attach here. And I'm going to switch into the Pokédoll because that's good. I'm just going to hide. I'm really starting off this game rather terribly. And I'm going to protect my Zacian V from getting one shot. And I need to get another energy in hand, so maybe I attach because I have one energy in the discard pile, right? So I'm gonna put one energy on the Zacian V and be done. Now they don't know I drew a metal energy also, so it kind of gives them the idea I'm gonna attack with Zacian V, but I need one to attach to Archaludon EX. I have one energy in the discard pile to accelerate when I evolve into him, so I think I just want to attack with Archaludon. That's the plan here. Maybe I should have attached the tool. I would like a tool on Archaludon. I will say that as well, right? So, yeah, so this is okay here. I'll take a knockout. They can use Pheasantipity, which I don't love that, but that's okay. Just need to get this game going here. They can't one-shot me for a while, so I will... Do I want to... Also trying to think, do I want to play my stadium? Because they're going to bump my stadium, right? The healing stadium might be better in this game as it is. So I don't... I'm going to leave the stadium. I'm just going to attack now. Just straight up attack. Take a prize. I am now... All my fire Pokemon are immune to weakness, right? My Archaludon, because... Okay, Crystal Cave. I really want Crystal Cave in play. I don't want them bumping it, which they do with the basics Pokemon's attack, so... okay, so not a great start, honestly. My decision-making wasn't ideal, but I'm getting things going. I have Guzma, which could be very nice as well this game. So, yeah, I'm liking my position. So they're going to attack into me. I mean, maybe I take out Pheasantipity. assuming my hand sits. Or, you know, do I want to take out the Pidgey? I got to think this thing through here, right? Because they're going to bump my stadium again. Maybe. Well, they don't really want to do that, though. At some point, they need to do more than that, right? So, okay, so I can drop down my stadium. Crystal Cave is what I want, because I want to be doing that healing. Healing between turns, because they're going to hit into me, obviously. Not knock me out. I will use Mallow and Lana there. I healed 120. I need to discard 2 cards. Have to think that one through. Do I want to get another Duraludon in play? I think I might, right? So I don't know if I want to discard a second Duraludon. That's one of my questions there. So Crystal Cave. Heal up some. That's good. Okay, down to 150. We'll play Mallow and Lana. I will discard because I do want to heal for sure. What do I want to get rid of? Maybe I'll ditch the Marnie. I definitely want the Guzma. I'll get rid of the Ultra Ball. I think that's my call. I'm going to send up the Pokédoll, which is really great, and it goes to the bottom of my deck. I wish I had it back. I have 30 damage. The damage indications are not correct in this deck. That part's unfortunate, so I'm going to send up the Archaludon so I can attack. I guess I'll attach an energy to a Duraludon, and gonna attack. And I always have Zacian's ability as well, but I don't want to do that. I want to take a knockout next turn, take 2 more prizes off the Charizard. So they could double gust me potentially, right? Rope or something like that. Rope Boss knocks me out. Now they could also retreat. They could bump my stadium. Maybe that's their plan. That's annoying, but no, they're just hitting into me. But I'll knock them out. Okay, so I'm just going to knock them out, I believe. Or I should heal. I have the stadium here, right? And I should probably probably use Guzma Hala partly to thin my deck, right? Oh wait, maybe I don't. I don't want to discard Guzma, so I don't want to discard it. Maybe I shouldn't have played that. So there's nothing in my deck. So that was stupid. I forgot. I forgot I don't automatically look for 3. I haven't been playing this a ton lately, so I'm just going to take the knockout. Whoops. And I just want to attack here. And we'll see what happens, because they're going to knock me out next turn. That's the problem. Get 2 prizes. That's good. Should not have played the Guzma Hala. That was a mistake. Okay, Archaludon. So if they knock me out, I can attack next turn. That's good. They still can't one-shot me, but they will eventually, so I have to be careful of that. Yeah, so Drew throwing the Archaludon was really good. So, because I assume they're going to knock out my active. Reshiram. Okay, so he's a fire Pokemon. So they have a fire attacker as well. So this is just a straight-up standard deck, right? I believe everything's standard legal here. So, and that's part of the expanded world, too. I don't know why they're not just playing standard. If they don't want to be in competitive, they could just be playing standard casual. That would be fine, but for whatever reason, they're playing expanded with their standard deck. So, boom, they knock me out. I will send up I will hit at them with Archaludon. I may lose this game. That is certainly true, but we'll see what happens, right? We will see. So, okay, well that's a big card there. So, do this. Do I want to swap out stadiums? That's one decision I have, because I still have 2 stadiums in hand. They have the Charmander to take a bump my stadium, but I take 30 or less damage, right? Which might be important. So I'm going to. I don't really want to Guzma. I'm gonna play Full Metal Lab, and because I can I have the option of using the Full Metal Lab next. I get the damage reduction of Full Metal Lab, and I still then could play the Crystal Cave next turn to get another 30, so I take 30 less from their attack, and then I heal 30 off, so it's a 60 HP reduction rather than 30 if I just left the Crystal Cave in play. So they're gonna get a Pidgeot EX in play, I assume. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not loving my spot, right? I didn't fully make the best decisions. And I'm up against a good deck, a deck that may just be a better deck than me. Anyway, I don't know. The Reshiram EX is... Oh, and they have the other Charizard EX, so that means... But he won't knock me out. That's the good news. Well, he does 330, so so he does one-shot me with his second attack, but weakness is not a factor, so... Okay, so how do I want to work this? So I think I want to Tag Call. I don't know what I want though. I just need to get these cards. What else is my deck? Let me think this through. I could retreat and heal, but that doesn't do me any good. I think I want to draw some cards, though. Drawing cards would be good, right? Oh, I don't. Oh, I'm out of... Okay, no, that's okay. I don't have another Archaludon, but I don't need one. Okay, so I'm going to... I think I want to knock him out, right? And then the question is, can I win the game from there? So I want to draw some cards. So I want to discard... Just discard one, so discard the Mallow Lana, because I still have one in hand, so... What supporter do I want back? Probably Guzma. Well, yeah, I already have Guzma's probably the best one, right? I have a Guzma. Maybe I just want a Marnie, though. Marnie maybe is the way to go. Because I might just need more cards, right? I have a Guzma. Okay, that's really good there. That's really good. Okay, so I think I just attack into them. And we'll see what happens. I wanted to get an energy. That's the thing I wanted to get. But they don't have any cards in hand, so that's a big plus. Yes, they get one card that they want from Pidgeot EX. That's a big deal. But what they don't get... I wish I had Metal Frying Pan attached to the Archaludon. I know I didn't because of the weakness I wanted to put on the Zacian Lucmetal, that protection. But, yeah. So, anyway. So, let's see what I can do here. I could do 50 damage on my turn. Ooh, actually, if they don't evolve the Pidgey, I can Guzma up the Pidgey for game. So... right, that right now I do have a win condition. They're Ioning me down to 1. Good play there. They're gonna knock me out. I do send up the Pokédoll, and I can Zacian for 3. But there's a good, so it's getting dicey here, right? It's getting dicey. That was their first Iono, right? I believe. Oh, it's their second. So, okay, I don't know if they played the other one. They might have discarded it. So, what do I do here? I'll have to think this through. I need to attach energy and an Intrepid Sword, I'm guessing. I send up... They're not going to knock me out. I send up the Pokédoll. I will attach an energy. The question is, I'm not sure where I attach. I have to decide. I can definitely attack with Lucmetal next turn. The Zacian lets me knock out the Pheasantipede as well, right? They could always evolve the Pidgey and take him out of range. So that's, if I'm lucky, I top deck Guzma. And, oh, they couldn't attack, though. So super awesome there. So at this point, I do think I do want to attack because, did he not? All right, so they're going to knock me out next turn, I think. I mean... I do think I want to attack, right? I could just draw the 3 cards, though. I could draw the 3 cards. Is that what I should do? If I attack, they knock me out next turn, right? Now, That's an interesting question, right? They could have knocked me out with, I'm going to draw the cards. I'm going with, because, well, that's really nice. And so now I can attack with Zacian, and, okay, we'll see what happens here. I could also attack with Lucmetal as well next turn. See what happens. I mean, they do have a Pidgeotix. I mean, they could have knocked out my Archaludon with the Pidgey. Well, or would that have come up short as well? Let's think it does 120. I'm taking 60 less. So they wouldn't have knocked me out either, but they did nothing with the Charizard. So I really would like to see if they don't, if they attack again, if it sits like this next turn, I will hit into the Charizard because now I can take them out with the Zacian V next turn. I didn't have the ability to attack next turn, most likely. So, or at least not get the knockout. Well, actually, no, I wouldn't have. I could have attacked for 50 with Lucmetal, but that's not enough. Okay, Max Rod. I'm still pretty sure it's a full standard deck, right? Let's just kind of skim through. I'm pretty sure it all is, right? So, Hilda, what's Hilda do? Okay. They're spinning their deck with that, right? They're down to 6 cards in deck because they can't even play the stage 1. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. So I think I have game. I mean, I'm not. My opponent is doing stuff that I don't think is, it's a little weird, is what I'll say. I think they'd feel like they don't have what they need. And that's okay. It's okay because at this point, I mean, they can knock me out, though. That's the one thing. So they did 60 because I wasn't, because I didn't have the weakness reduction. So but I want to hit into them. That's a given there. You can't attach energy to Pokédoll with that. I do want to kind of thin my deck. I could heal. I don't really think I want to heal. I think I just want to let him get knocked out. I can't one-shot the Reshiram, though. That's my problem. I heal one. I don't really think I want to heal him, do I? I think he's going to get knocked out next turn, period, right? I'll attack with him. And see what happens. I'm a little, maybe I could have Mallow Lana, retreated to the bench, healed myself up some. And I could actually send up the Pokédoll and attack with Archaludon anyway. And maybe that would make a difference. I mean, the Reshiram might knock me out. I don't remember. So if Reshiram knocks me out, I can't one-shot the Reshiram, which is bad for me. So maybe I should have Mallow Lana, sent up the Pokédoll, attack with Archaludon, save the Zacian V for next turn. Not completely. All right, so what are they going to do here? They're going to hit. So I think we'll see what happens here. I mean, are they going to retreat to the bench? Right now, the only way to knock me out is to attack with the Charizard. They have to attach an energy to the Pokemon. They're retreating to the bench. Okay, I mean, that doesn't get them what they need, so I think so they can get rid of my stadium, which they want to do. And do I just attack with the Lucmetal? I mean, they just should be saying yes to the stadium, right? That stadium benefits me, doesn't help them. They just got to say yes. So I don't. Now they're I don't know. So, all right. I wonder if they stop playing. It would be annoying if they stopped playing after attacking, or maybe they disconnected. I don't know. They haven't completed the attack, which is why nothing's in the log. So, we'll see what happens. This is okay. So it finally happened. I don't know if they chose or if the game chose for them. Oh, that's kind of nice too. I could heal up too, right? don't really think I want to heal up, do I? I can do 150. Is that what I want to do? I could Mallow Lana. So I'm gonna hit for 150. I'm not sure about that. That might have been a mistake. He doesn't affect it. He's not affected by weakness. So that's right. So, I mean, the Charizard EX knocks me out, but he's damaged. So, okay, so they conceded. I don't know quite they attacked at the end and then really waited to bump the stadium, but got the W. Grounded out, not a clean game by either of us, I would say, but, you know, showing what Lucmetal can do for sure. All right, see what happens here. This is game number 3, sitting here down to record. Might keep up both games. I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm pretty sure I've won both games, which is fine. All right, lost the coin toss here. One was an Eternus deck. My opponent didn't really set up. The other was a Charizard deck. It did have some fire attacks. It had a Charizard EX, the fire one as well as the darkness one, and had Reshiram EX. So it had some fire attackers, but my ability to not have weakness was important in that matchup. So starting my first or second, by the way, let's see. Going first, I'll send up. Okay, this is a start I like. You know, my opponent obviously wants to go second. Could be. All right, it's not a welder deck. Water. Okay. And we will see what I have, what I'm up against here. So, but I'll attach energy to Lucmetal. I'll Zacian V. I have another energy in hand, so potentially I can do the full metal wall with getting rid of energy. I'd only get rid of 1 energy, but I don't know if it's going to matter for this matchup or not. Not sure what my opponent's playing. I mean, getting rid of energy is always good, but sometimes, of course, it's better than others. So let's see. So Palkia. Okay. So drop him down and attach to the active and draw some cards. So that, you know, this is so okay, I guess there was a timer on it. I think I want to attach both, and I was trying to think through. I have two energies in hand, so now my Zacian V is ready to attack as well next turn potentially. So we'll see what happens. They could power up the Palkia in 1 turn with Melanie, right? Assuming they evolve to the VMAX or the V Star, it takes 2 energies. So we'll see what happens here. I don't think. Okay, what's this special energy do, by the way? As long as it's attached, when they evolve, it heals 100. But okay, so that's nice. And so they can't attack this turn. If he stays in the active, I will get rid of. I believe I get rid of any energies, right? Discard all energy, so includes the special energy. So I'm liking that for sure. And I think I don't Marnie. I think I just. Maybe I should have grabbed my special energy. What do I want to do here? Oh, yeah, I want to get energies. So I don't need it. I need to get. What do I have? I don't have any of them. So, but I do want to play Guzma Hala. Yeah, I'd probably grab a Mallow Lana. What do I want to discard though? Okay. So this is good. I need to make sure I have 2 cards to discard as well. So want to Guzma Hala. Yes to discarding. I want to get rid of. I don't think I wanted a second Zacian in play, so I want to. At this point, I will take the damage reduction, grab my special energy, take my Metal Frying Pan. So that's good there. I can Metal Saucer to the Zacian. I need to get, I need an Archaludon in play. That needs to happen. I will reduce my damage there. I will put my healing hat on, my frying pan on my head to protect me there. And I will GX, and I will bump off that energy, which means they don't get the healing next turn, right? Which is nice for me there. So, and if they don't have energy acceleration, now they can't attack next turn. So we'll see how effective that GX attack was there, right? But that's nice there. So I'm taking less damage. I'm taking 60 less damage, right? Because between my GX attack, my tool, and my stadium. So, okay. So looks like they're not gonna be able to attack, or at least not being able to attack meaningfully this turn. We'll see what actually happens here. So what's that do? It searches for a stadium. Okay. Which is, it is what it is. That's not the biggest thing in the world. So my turn now. What do I want to do? Do I want to switch to the bench? I can actually, yeah, I want to run to the bench because I knocked them out, right? Knocking them out seems good, and I might as well attach my tool here, and I will attach a special energy here. And I can't attack next turn, but you know what? I'm knocking out their active Pokemon with the energy attached, so that's a good situation. Very good situation. There's some stuff happening outside my window, so sorry I got a little distracted there. Anyway, just nothing of concern. All right, so what do I want to? Okay, got a Duraludon. That's nice. I can bench him, attach an energy there. Yeah, like Acuity. So, but I have my. I don't have a stadium to bump it, so that part's unfortunate. But I do have I have Guzma, so that's nice as well. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Okay, so I think I want to. Do I want a Guzma? I think I want a Guzma. Yeah, and I actually take and I do take a prize, right? And I take a prize, so that's good. Guzma. I will attack with Lucmetal. I'll attach to the Duraludon. It's not bad there at all. I'll attach my tool. I like that as well. And I will take the knockout, and I get to accelerate an energy from my deck, so take another prize, 5 energies. Let's just peek at the deck there. I've got all 3 Archaludons. I have 1 Metal Saucer. What do I have? Couple switches. Okay. I mean, I wish I had Pokédoll in play, but that's all right without it. So up another prize. So things are going, a very nice start here for me. Got my 4th tool in hand. I don't, if I get another Pokemon to play, I will use it. Yeah, not a bad. If I get knocked out, I do have my Metal Saucer to utilize. Yeah, so now I can just knock them out with my second attack. Do I have to accelerate energy? I don't want to accelerate energy. That's for sure, right? So I have a Pokédoll. I really think I should Marnie here, right? Because I do want to be starting to set up that. My Archaludon, right? I want to get him going, so okay. So I will. Let's think. He needs to discard 2. I'm trying to think about playing this other Pokédoll. I'm gonna get another energy on the Duraludon. I'll just attack with the second attack because I don't want to accelerate energy. I don't think I have to accelerate the attach the energy, but since I don't want to, no reason to use that attack. And down to 2 prizes, so liking my spot here. Obviously, Guzma would have been nice to have in it. I think I Guzma'd once, right? So I should have 2 more in deck. Now the Pokédoll does increase their damage to me, so so maybe I shouldn't have the Pokédoll in play, right? They do 30 more damage with Palkia's attack, V-Star's attack. What's the attack on the... Okay, so it does 220, which I can then... I mean, I do one-shot the Palkia with my Zacian V, so that may be the case. Okay. So they got the V-Star. They're going to attack. I don't think they knock me out. I will utilize Mallow Lana, and I will... for healing, which is nice there. And I will... gotta think. I want to think this through. I think do I get rid of the Pokédolls? Kind of what I'm thinking. I think I do. Well, I need to discard 2 cards. So Actually, getting rid of their stadium would be nice too, right? So maybe I want... Well, I can't do that now. So I probably get rid of the Cynthia Caitlin. I might get rid of this Pokédoll. That's the question. So they're going to hit into me. They're not going to knock me out. I'm going to retreat to the bench, and I will... Maybe I send up Zacian V to attack with. I think I do that. And maybe I just keep the Pokédoll. 160, so... You know, I'm over halfway to being knocked out. Okay, there's another energy. I like that. So I will just make sure I got the right card. Yeah, I will discard. Do I want to get rid of the Pokédoll? Maybe I do. I want to discard. So I want an energy in the discard pile is good, right? I don't think I have any yet, right? And what else do I get rid of? I'll get rid of this Pokédoll. And I'm going to send up my Pokédoll. I might regret this depending what happens, but we'll see. And I think he has damage, but the damage counters are gone now. So that part's not ideal either. Put the Pokédoll back in the deck. I think I will attack with Zacian V, which means they could get him stuck there. They can't hit my... Well, they can hit the bench with Radiant Greninja, which would be unfortunate for me, but I think I can work around that, so I'm not going to worry about that. And I will just... I do 210 because the damage reduction does 230, but does 20 less, so, you know, we'll see what happens here. Have another Mallow Lana to heal as well as switch. I have a switch, of course, that switches but doesn't heal, so Irida, a great card for them. So they're probably going to switch. They're probably going to attack with a separate Palkia this turn. Obviously, they could get the Zacian V stuck get something stuck and smack my bench with Radiant Greninja, but it does turn, I think, 92, right? But they discard 2 energies each time, so I don't think they can't stream that attack enough to win the game. They haven't taken any prizes yet, so you know, we'll see what happens here. So yeah, so they're just going to retreat to the bench or switch. Okay, so they can save the energies, which is good for them. I'll just run back to the bench. Because I shrunk my bench, they do a little less damage. We'll see what happens here. Oh, I could Ultra Ball. That's interesting. I could Ultra Ball and then attack with the Duraludon, right? Which would be interesting too, right? Wow. Okay, it's a very interesting situation here. So there's 1 energy there, right? So maybe I'll keep the switch. I'll just leave the damage in play. Keep all my Pokemon powered up, so they all can attack. It's a bit of a weird play. Maybe it's wrong. I'm going to get Archaludon. He has the most HP. I do have 1 energy in the discard pile, which is important. So he can now attack. Everyone's powered up. I have the switch. It's weird. I think, and I can't attack with Zacian this turn, right? So I'm gonna send up Archaludon. He does the most damage. And yeah, I'm taking 60 less damage right now. And yeah, so I think I'm okay with that. I could have healed up the Zacian V, of course, but chose not to. If they knock out the Zacian, I don't lose by them knocking out the Zacian V. In some ways, my board state might be improved by them knocking out the Zacian V. It reduces their damage. Potentially, if he's stuck at some point, I have a turn I can't attack. He does do more damage than the Lucmetal. I mean, the Archaludon is my main attacker, right? That's the one I want. So, okay, so they're Melanie, so they can power up their a 3rd Palkia, or a 4th Palkia, right? I took out 1 Palkia, right? What have I taken, or have I taken out, I don't, okay. Maybe I took out 2, no, I took out a Basculegion, I think, right? Maybe I took out 2 Basculegions and a Palkia to get my 4 prizes. I think I took out a Palkia V, if I recall, with Zacian V maybe, or with something. And I think I took out there must be 2 single prizers. I'm pretty sure I recall taking a Hisuian Basculegion. So see what they do here. Obviously, I have nothing in hand, so okay. Well, they just give me so they just gave me game. So I know what I do now. So I just attack. Oh wait, do I not do the damage? No, I think I do take them out, right? At 220, I believe I get the. Yeah, no, I knock them out. So yeah, it doesn't. The damage reduction doesn't matter. So there we go. Work through things. You know, the tankiness is very nice here, right? They managed to play the game and didn't give up any prizes. So the deck, you know, it's fun to, you know, I'm enjoying Expanded, and the deck worked well. All right, so things went well. I think I went 3 for 3 in the video, if my memory is correct on that. So anyway, I like the mix of Pokemon. So what were my thoughts? I like the deck. I enjoyed Lucmetal in the past. I like it now as well. It's fun that it's got an EX, a V, and a GX. That's all nice there. You know, it's a nice set of cards. I need to kind of get the deck list a little bit better. So let me make some comments on that. First off, the Pokemon mix, I like it. I like it a lot. I think two Lucmetal, because I want to get that early. Zacian V, I want to get him early to get some draw. And a 4-3 line for Archaludon, because he's the main attacker. The energies, is that the right number? Maybe I don't want to add more energies, because I don't want to give more deck space. Maybe I could drop a basic metal energy. Maybe. I'm always look, if I'm always conservative on energies. I'm always worried that I'm going to run out. So if I'm willing to consider dropping an energy, it means for most people, you should drop the energy, okay? For me, it's like maybe I drop an energy to get it open up a deck, because deck slots are good. All right, so what else do I like in the deck, or might want to change? Do I need some more Pokemon Search? Maybe another Ultra Ball? An Earthen Vessel could have value in the deck too, because I can get energies to hand as well as discard a card. I like the 2 Pokédolls. I'm not going to change that. I think the 3 switches. Could I go to 2 switches? Maybe. Could I live with like 1 less Metal Saucer? Yeah, probably. Do I like having Full Metal Lab and Crystal Cave? Yeah, I think I do. I mean, originally, at one point, I said all Crystal Caves. I could go back to that. I'm not completely sold. I probably don't need 4 Marnies, honestly. Marnie's really good. It's kind of just a generic get-going supporter, but I can see cutting a Marnie for something, too. Not going to drop a Tag Call. Could add Quick Ball as well. That gets, because most of the time I need to get a basic in play, and again, that lets me discard an energy. I could play a Nest Ball or a Quick Ball. I think I'd play Quick Ball in this deck, just to have another item that lets me discard energies, because both for Archaludon and for Metal Saucer. So yeah, I think a Quick Ball would be good, or a 3rd Ultra Ball. I think a Quick Ball. I think Quick Ball, right? If you're not familiar with it, I mean, if you're watching this video, you play Expanded, so you're used to it. It wasn't that. It's been out of standard for a bit, but you discard a card from hand and put a basic Pokemon from your deck into your hand. So just a nice little item there. So those are some thoughts there. Look, the deck's good. If you liked Lucmetal in the past, definitely give this list a try. Let me know in the comments below ways this list could get better. And let me know other Expanded decks you'd like me to give a try, because I do think I want to be playing some more Expanded in the upcoming days. So have fun, play some Pokemon, and take care.